Ryan,
Yeah.
put your back into it. I want everything to be ship-shape.
Yeah, well, I'll be needing a nice little break soon. Been out of ages.
20 minutes at the most.
It's a bit boring. Folding napkins and half. Shouldn't you be going for a bit of origami? What, you should do something impressive, like an octopus or a hovercraft.
Hey, all this chopping, I feel like my hand's falling off.
It'll be well worth the effort. It's so exciting. The business reopening, you two together again. You all right, dear?
You've all worked so hard. Put everything you've got into this place. I can't believe what my dad did to you. What he got my brothers to do.
Mariam, you have done nothing wrong. You mustn't feel guilty.
All that devastation. Just because you cheated on me, it doesn't make sense.
Well, he thought he was looking out for you, yeah? I get it.
You're so understanding. I'm sorry, bringing everyone down. Yasmin, give me something to do.
Yeah, I thought you were off into town.
Later.
In that case, could you two untangle those fairy lights? I want the ladies' loo to look like a grotto.
He is making a huge mistake. I mean, getting back with her, shacking up together. You know, he won't be able to live with the lies. It'll drive him mad, and he'll end up telling her what I did.
Look, it's not just down to you, is it? Look, Z's the one that brought trouble to your door.
I let Hashim die. I stood by, and I did nothing. Ryan, this awful secret is festering away right at the heart of our family. Feels like we're rotten to the core.
I'm so proud of you lot right now. Family pulling together. It's what it's all about.
Tim, where have you been? I was about to ring the police.
I did the night shift at the cab office. I know I wasn't on the rota, but...
Well, why didn't you tell me?
Sorry.
I've worn out 2 stress balls with my squeezing and my fretting. I didn't know where to put myself.
I just needed to get away, that's all.
You didn't need to storm off like that. I mean, next time, just make your way to the spare room.
Well, I'm hoping there's not going to be a next time.
Tim, I know you just want to lock yourself in a cupboard with your hands over your ears going la, 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 but sooner or later, we're going to have to talk.
Can I at least get a shower first?
Look, if you've gone off me, then you need to tell me.
No, it's not that. I love you. I fancy you like mad. I just had a stressful day, that's all, Sal. What with Faye moving out, it made me feel old and irrelevant.
You're not old and irrelevant. You're a man in your prime. You've got years ahead of you yet.
Yeah.
Dad, please can I have money for the school trip? We're going tomorrow. Everyone else is paid.
Hey, don't worry, I'll sort it.
We're gonna see a real-life bomb.
How can you pack in so much stuff? We're only there an hour or so.
Because last time we went to see the audiologist, Al had spewed his guts up. I hope he's not picking up on my anxiety.
It's a routine appointment. He's coping fine with his implant, Gemma.
Yeah, but I don't think he's meeting his developmental milestones.
We've discussed this before. They all develop at their own pace. We've just got to be patient.
I love the Imperial War Museum. If I don't pay, I'll not be allowed to go.
I thought it were free to go in.
It is, but we're going to the cinema too. I already told you.
Joseph, will you stop picking at that jumper? Look at the state of it.
I need a new one. This one's minging.
Oh, you're going to have to sew that up.
Me? Get real. Yeah, there's some sellotape in the drawer. Use that.
Grab your bag. We need to get a wiggle on.
What about...
No, not now, mate. Please.
I mean, look at it all. Oh, I nearly broke my neck this morning. I walked in here, you know, half asleep as you do, barefooted. My toes got tangled up in a load of hair.
Hair?
Yeah, it was like some hairpiece thing. It must have fell out of one of Faye's cases. But I thought a rat got me.
Well, at least you lived to tell the tale.
Look, I'm sorry I didn't mention about Faye and Craig moving in. It must have just slipped my mind.
Don't worry about it. It'll be nice to have him around. Morning, Rubies. Morning.
Morning. Oh, right. I'm off for a run with Craig before work. He's going to put me through my paces. You're like Weatherfield's answer to Mickey Goldmill.
Who?
What? Oh, it's the ball that trained Rocky, isn't it? You know what you are? You're a tomato. it's that guy. I better shoot off. I'll see you in a bit.
I can't take this anymore. I feel sick. The police will be interviewing that delivery man this morning.
Yeah, I know, me too. And I bet they'll be doing tests on that nail that I lost. Look, we just need to stay cool. Once Craig's home from work, we'll find out what the police know.
Yeah, as long as they don't come and arrest us first.
Dad,
Yeah?
you've forgotten again.
Oh, money for your trip. Yes. I've only got a tenner.
That's just right.
No, I need that today for the parking at the hospital.
Dad, please.
Joseph, can we stop with the amateur dramatics? I'll get some more cash and then I'll pay when I come and pick you up.
You said that yesterday. Dad, are we poor?
Well, we're not rolling in it, but we've got food in our bellies and a roof over our head. There's a lot of people much worse off than us, mate.
Morning. Oh, someone's not happy, Bunny. Have you heard there's no school dinners today? Some catastrophe in the kitchen.
Oh, that's all I need. I'm at the hospital with Allard.
Oh, it's all right, actually. They said they'd still sort something out for kids on free meals. Or Ruby is going to go to a mate, so you could come and keep Hope company if you like. I'm making her favourite pasta.
Thanks for the offer, but,
Look at you, the little cogs in your head turning 10 to the dozen. Have you thought of an excuse yet?
no, but it's just with Hope being, you know, troubled.
She's been really good lately. No bother at all, but don't worry. If you can sort something else out last minute, you go ahead.
I want to go to Hope's house.
All right, fine. Thanks, Fizz.
It's okay. See you later. Good luck at the hospital.
Come on, mate.
You were supposed to deliver it last week. No, it can't wait. We need it today.
Do you know what? Actually, just cancel it.
Still no dishwasher?
Gran's not going to be happy. She was desperate to have everything running like clockwork. I guess we're just going to have to wash everything by hand.
We're fully booked tonight. We won't have time.
Well, I haven't got time to go chasing around after another dishwasher.
Excuse me for gagging in, but my mate Clint could get hold of one for you.
Oh, well, where's his shop? We could nip over there now.
He's more of a sell it out of the back of a van sort of fella.
Well, we need an industrial one, obviously, so...
Always a fix of the seaman. Get you anything you want.
I don't know.
Well, this one time, right, he scored me a pair of maracas that used to belong to Bez. There was a dent in one of them where he'd shown Ryder over the head with it. That's history, that is, in all its glory.
We'd need a receipt for the business accounts, everything above board.
Well, I'm sure Clint could knock you one up on his nifty little lappy. I'll give him a that.
I'm not sure this is a good idea.
Oh, for goodness sake, I can't be doing with all this.
All right, chill out.
My stress levels are off the scale because of you. And I'm telling you now, you and Miriam, it won't end well.
I have some good news for you as it happens. I'd like to offer you a full-time job.
I hope you're not doing this out of pity.
Your pride will be the death of you. This is what we're able to offer you. I won't say it out loud. Walls have ears.
Yeah. I'd be well happy with that.
Good. Welcome aboard.
Brilliant timing.
Serendipity.
Yeah, and that. Yeah, I'll be able to save for a deposit, rent myself a flat.
Where will you stay in the meantime?
Well, you know, I might treat myself to a suite at the Midland.
Told you not to put any weight on it.
Yes, well, I am trying, but it hurts like mad.
You should let me give you a piggyback. Too proud for your own good, that's your problem.
There you go.
What's happened?
kettled over.
He fell off the curb. Lucky Emma still had that crutch.
I don't really think you need that, do you?
Well, yeah, my ankle really hurts when I walk on it.
Well, I'm just saying you can get lazy and end up relying on it.
Getting more and more swollen by the minute, that ankle, look.
You're still going to work, aren't you?
Well, I was going to go home and put some ice on it first.
Yeah, you want to get it checked out, mate?
Yeah, you are right. I'll call in sick and then I'll take myself to A&E.
Well, I'll go with you. I'll just let work know.
Talk to Steve, he'll set you out a taxi.
Good luck. Hop along.
Right. Cheers, Tim.
Aggie,
Morning, Tim.
you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine. More importantly, how are you?
Fighting fit, me, love. I'm sorry I spoke to the way I did yesterday. I shouldn't have done that, was wrong.
It doesn't matter. No harm done.
Well, I've got to get off. Duty calls and that.
Actually, I'm at a bit of a loose end. Fancy a cuppa?
All right.
Come on, then.
Hey, how's it going?
You talking to me?
No, I'm talking to your invisible friend.
I'm good, thanks. Are you?
Oh, well, you know, living my best life.
Aren't we all?
How'd it go with your interview at Oxford?
Yeah, they should be letting me know any time now. I am stressed up to the eyeballs.
I'll send you some wacky animal gifts to take your mind off. My favourite gift of all time is an ant with an actual hat on.
What, a real ant with a real hat on?
Brain the size of a continent, and you still fall for it. Hashtag keeping it real. Let me know how you get on.
Yeah, well, I can tell you now. I've probably blown it.
No way. They'd be lucky to have you.
I remember when the Jam split up. All the other kids were listening to Human League and Duran Duran. I'm more of a punk, me.
Safety pins and spitting. Nice.
Pre-COVID days, wasn't it? Spitting were allowed.
Glad to hear it.
I had my hair cut like Paul Weller's when I was 10. Then they split up and Weller walked.
Look, I like a walk down memory lane just as much as the next person, but no, we need to talk about what's happening here.
Well, there was a lot to take in yesterday, wasn't there?
I've got one just like you here. If there's something Ed doesn't want to hear, he zones out.
Well, they get it wrong, don't they? I mean, you see it in their magazines. Doctor thought I were pregnant, but it turned out to be a £10 cyst.
I know the consultant quite well. I don't have a word, see if they can squeeze you in today.
Squeeze me in for what?
So that you can have another chat. You need treatment, Tim. If you keep putting it off, it's only going to get worse.
You're a scaremonger. You want to work on that bedside manner of yours?
If I were you, I'd want to know what's what. I'd want to make sure I understood exactly what was going on.
Did you sort it?
Clint's got hold of an industrial dishwasher for us.
Well, that's a relief.
It's a pretty good spec as it goes. Try to think where he's getting it, though. Cash in hand, no questions asked.
Keep your eyes open. You might see him on that TV show, Crims Horrors.
Well, how much was it?
£1,000. In a legit shop, you could add another 500 on top of that.
We can't get hold of £1,000 just like that.
Well, what about Hashim's dirty cash?
Well, that's what I was thinking.
We can't.
Why not? Big wads of cash going begging. Be rude not to.
Don't be so flippant. If Miriam ever found out, how do you think she'd feel?
I'm just saying, we're desperate for money. We've got money. Need to get rid of it somehow, innit?
You were well cool this morning. I wish I knew how to make the bullies shut up.
It's okay. I've had loads of practice.
The pickle mix on the pov.
I know. That jumper should be put in the bin.
I can't chuck it. My dad might not buy me another. He hadn't even paid for a school trip yet. You can't miss the trip. He said we could sit together on the coach. It's not my fault. I've asked him 1,000,000 times.
Right, come on, kids. Tea will be ready in a bit. Go and wash your hands, please. Oh.
Don't worry about the money. I've got an idea.
I suppose suppose I could stick 500 on my credit card. You could put the rest on yours.
Oh, I can't do that. My card's almost maxed out. Anyway, Clint's strictly cash only.
Can't you get your money back for the wash that didn't show up?
Eventually, yeah, but it could take a couple of weeks.
Look, we can't give Hashim's money back, so where's the harm in spending it?
We should have burnt it.
If you use it to help the business, at least it's doing some good.
We did something terrible. Taking the money is making it even worse.
Yeah, but it's just sitting there in Grand's attic going to waste.
Sure, why am I even wasting my breath? You're gonna do it anyway.
You got to make a move soon. I've got a mountain of spuds waiting for me back at the ranch.
But before we go, I'd like to run something past you. I'd like you to come and stay at mine until you've enough money for a place of your own.
Look, I appreciate you trying to be kind, but...
No, I know we've been there before and I messed you around. That was rather pathetic of me.
No, I wouldn't put it like that.
I changed my mind the last time, but I assure you that will not happen again.
You mustn't feel obliged, Yaz. I'm used to roughing it. It's no big deal.
No, it's a big deal for me. I feel so guilty for blaming you for the fire. Please, let me do this for you. Move in. You'll be very welcome.
Yeah, but how does Zalia and Zidane feel about that?
It's my house. At the time, you were an unknown quantity. Now I know you better. I trust you.
Well, it's clearly a busy man. We can come back some other time, come on.
Sit.
What am I, lassie?
I should chain you to that flaming chair just to make sure you don't do another runner.
All right, I won't.
Yeah, because if you leg it, I will run after you and bring you down. Are you humming at me? Are you humming, little Willie?
Of course, Oxford is the oldest university in the English-speaking world. I'm sure they will provide you with a wonderful education.
If I get in, and that's a pretty big if.
Well, like every footy manager ever says, it's the hope that kills you.
I didn't go to university myself. At your age, I was rather at odds with the world. I wasn't one for conforming. In retrospect, I see that I was a little lost.
Bless your little cotton socks. Breaks me heart to hear you say that.
None the worse for it. I made my own way, at my own pace.
Well, university of life, me. And clubbing was my religion. Lived for it, I did. Mad for it, I was.
Sounds amazing.
Then our Gemini and Apollo came along and... well, they took me time and me money. They mashed me body up, took the perkiness from me knockers, leached the calcium out of me bones.
I've always filled my head with facts. I find learning very nourishing.
Nourishing? You'd be better off with a bacon balm.
Oh, you sure you've had enough, love?
Yes, thank you, Auntie Fizz.
I mean, you've got lovely manners, Joseph. You could take a leaf out of his book, Hope.
There you go. Help yourself. Come on. Nobody back. It's only 10 quid. Do an extra 5 for sweets. Can't, it's stealing. Don't worry, I've got loads more money than you. Too many kids in your house. That's the problem.
Oh, Joseph? What on earth are you doing?
Your arteries have become narrowed by the buildup of fatty deposits known as plaques. These can cause clots, which block the flow of blood to the heart and brain. and could trigger a heart attack. You need a triple bypass operation, and we'll take a blood vessel from another part of the body, usually the chest, arm, or leg, and we'll attach it to the artery, bypassing the blockage.
How long does that take then?
The operation itself? Anywhere between 3 and 6 hours. Is there anything else you'd like to ask?
How long will Tim be in the hospital for?
Probably around 7 days, something like that.
And, well, how long before he makes a full recovery?
It can vary, but I'd allow for a good 12 weeks.
A good 12 weeks? There's no good about that, is there?
The positive message to take from this is you're going to feel much better than you do right now. Patients often refer to it as being given a new lease of life. You'll receive a letter from my secretary offering a date for the operation. In the meantime, it's crucial that you avoid stress. And as I mentioned, make sure you don't overexert yourself.
Did Gran run through the ground rules for tonight?
I'm a creative. Right? It's my job to break the rules.
You know what she'll say. No tracks with shouting, swearing, or...
Please, not too loud. Think of my poor ears.
You know, she's stifling me. I bet no one told Mozart to keep the noise down.
Right, I'm gonna head home, pick up the money.
Are we sure there's no other way?
Halia, I've told you. I'll handle it. No need for you to get your hands dirty, yeah?
Is this what you're talking about?
Coronation Street continues in half an hour.